I got both my girls head to toe designer.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Two teams each hoping to be right back here at State Farm Stadium in 2 weeks, and we are set to go from Glendale. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
McCaffrey on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Fred Warner
call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
And 1.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check 99. Check 99. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Like 22's coming, 22's coming, Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 29, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They tried to throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
And a 49er first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Newton to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 yards, first down Niners. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the 50, Newton. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Here's Newton. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And a 49er first down.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Panthers' 27-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Newton. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now it's Newton. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Panthers take over.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Open man is Samuel. Complete. The 40. 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Carolina. Curtis Samuel. 93 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down. Newton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
The Panthers.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The throw right side is complete here on the 1st play of the drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
At the 5-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Out, 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 out. Sponge, sponge, sponge. 60 Bobcat.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 5-yard line.
Again, McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And goal.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time he is in. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Now a first down throw for Newton. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Newton flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow. And he didn't on that play.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. 17, Laurie, 17. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Max 22, Max 22. And we're pretty quiet, team. Check. 19 tight.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21, 49ers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may...
This is caught inside the 15. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the try here for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Panthers 21, 49ers.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Here we go.
Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Eli Apple on the coverage.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. In on the stop, it was Tarvarius Moore.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Gain of 6. Makes it.
Now a shotgun snap as he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. This one caught by Ridley. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They fake the give. Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Fred Warner.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers 9.
22 by 22. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's to McCaffrey, complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Panthers 21, 49ers 16. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning, and that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. Complete.
Pass up and in.
Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
At their own 25-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. For the sake, boy, till there's nothing left. I'm gonna run to the bed until we all got them buckets.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Gain of 9.
Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Third and long, it's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Yetur Gross-Matos, his second sack of the night.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Check safety, check safety. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Off play action. Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right? Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. On second down, McCaffrey. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 13.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Brings up third down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Trying to improvise. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. And this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Robbie Anderson, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home.